Welcome to Vail's annual Wings and Wheel Festival. As you can tell, there are plenty of wheels and of course plenty of wings. It's a car and airplane festival, but out of all the stuff that we see here, the one that I immediately zeroed on to was this. A Volkswagen with the Volkswagen on top. That's not so common, and that is coming up right now in the fast lane car.
It's called the Bugged Bus.
Okay. And how'd you come up with the idea of taking a Beetle and sticking it on a Volkswagen bus? Where did that come from?
Well, you know, years ago, when I did a lot of camping with it, it's actually been on there for 43 years.
Oh my.
And I bought the bus brand new when I was 16, and I was camping a lot in it. And of course, it's inconvenient to be able to not be able to stand up.
Yeah.
So I figured, well, all of a sudden I got the idea. I said, well, I think I'll cut off the top of a bug. And years ago, people were just taking bugs and throwing the bodies away because they were making dune buggies.
Yep.
And so I spotted one and I said, can I have the top? And they said, what? I said, yeah, can I have the top? So cut the top off. Those are semaphores.
Yeah, the old turn signals.
The old turn signals, right. And so it's a 67 bus with a 59 top.
Okay. Wow,
and then these
historic.
And then of course, you know, rather than roll down windows here, then I actually was able to find these bus windows that slide. This, the bus is a 67, which is the last of the old style. They call them the splitties.
Yeah, the split windows.
Yeah, the split windows in the front, right.
It's got the split window. And let's see the inside, open it up, would you? Feels a little counterculture to me. Did you travel around the country in this?
I have traveled around the country in it.
Yeah,
It's been to Florida. It's been all the way up into Canada.
Let's go around the front.
You know.
Yeah. How many miles on it?
There's about, you know, my odometer doesn't work anymore, but it's about 160,000 miles. And then this is my wife and I back in those days, and here too. In the 60s, people had lots of hood ornaments, you know. It's like, I'm a Cadillac and I'm a Lincoln, you know. And I said, well, you know, I've got my hood ornament too.
Now, you know, I know it's a splitty, but I know that the ones with a lot of windows now, whatever that is, the 21 window ones?
Yeah, 21 and 23,
yeah,
right.
Those are really valuable now. Was this a 21 or 23?
No, no, this was originally a camper. I bought it as a camper.
How you doing? How's it going?
Now the cool thing about the wheels part of this festival is you got a very eclectic mix of cars. I mean, check it out, a GTO, a Ferrari over here, a bunch of old Camaros.
Is this your Ferrari?
It is not my Ferrari. I wish it was my Ferrari, but it is not. It is not my BMW. Of course, this is definitely not my Thunderbird. That is definitely not my Porsche, even though I wish it were. Maybe not. I look like I'm driving a bathtub when I'm in one of those. Over here is a really interesting car. Is that a Morris Minor? Yeah. A really cool Morris Minor next to a 914. It's just a whole bunch of different cars. And if you're a car guy or a plane guy, this is the place to be this weekend. What year?
Hey, 59.
59, what a beauty. What a beauty.
Thanks very much.
How long have you had them?
I've had it for 46 years.
I bet. That's a beautiful car.
Second owner.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, one of the cool things about this weekend's festival is that there's also a car auction. I love this Crosley. Perfect vehicle for high-speed pedestrian pursuits. Let's check out some of the other cars that we have here. Perhaps my favorite car is not the C4. It's not this Cobra. I do have a soft spot for the F650 because look at that. How can you not love a truck that is that big and that capable and that powerful? But come on with me. You guys know that we have a 1968 Ford Bronco that we're trying to figure out how to restore. Well, here's a restored 1968 Jeep Wagoneer. Just being a Colorado guy, I love these old SUVs, and I love the fact that this was the original SUV. This was the vehicle that you would have to tow your camper, or you would have up here in the high country if you had a home. And if I come in here, you can even see that they have the service and warranty cards. I just talked to the owner, and you won't believe how much he wants for this. These things have gone through the roof. And we'll follow it across the auction to see if he actually manages to get what he wants.
It needed restoration.
Did you restore it?
We did.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, we did. And so we just completed it this week.
What'd you do to it? Yeah.
Well, the rockers, you know, some rust, typical rust stuff in the rockers. So we replaced those with a brand new rockers. The interior was really great because the interior
That's beautiful.
was basically all there. This is the original vinyl.
Yeah.
What we did do is we pulled and had a upholstery guy here in town put these in, but we wanted to keep the original vinyl. Original carpet, everything inside basically is original. We did update the door panels simply because they had the old tin foil stuff, which always falls apart.
Yeah.
So the door panels were redone, but everything else is all the original stuff that's in there. The original Vigilante 327.
How many miles?
82,000.
82,000? Does it run pretty well?
It runs great.
What are you hoping to get for it?
That's a good question.
Because they're all over the place.
Well, they are. And I've seen there's been 2 restored ones that have sold through Meekum in the last 3 or 4 years. One went for 20, and that was a pretty base model restoration, not a lot going on, and still had some rust. And then there was a one owner, really nice one that went for 30. So I'd like to think that we're somewhere in that neighborhood.
Nice.
I think it's a great car for the mountains. You know, if you have a ranch or a home here, you know, drive down to the restaurant.
What's your reserve?
18.
18, okay.
Folks, this car has been here in the Vail Valley for 40 years. Second owner of the car, but he bought it 40 years ago. It has 44,000 original miles. I don't need to tell you all about it. If you're here to bid on it, you know all about it. Magnificent automobile, beautiful in every way. It was in a hangar here at the airport is how we got a hold of it.
And you're the proud owner of a Hellcat.
I am. Yes, I am.
You know, I've always wondered, what's it like to live with a Hellcat? Because obviously 707 horsepower is, well, supercar territory. Did you have to pay over sticker, or did you get it for MSRP?
I got it for MSRP.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. I was really pleased with that because I know they've been going for much over MSRP at most dealerships.
Yeah, like people are getting up to $100,000.
Right, right. I ordered it November of last year and finally got it on July 9th of this year.
And so it took you, what, 8 months to...
About 8 months.
And the dealer was happy to give it to you at...
They were.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
at MSRP.
You must have a good relationship.
I've had it 2 months and I've put almost 3,000 miles on it already. I drove it all the way to California and back, and drive it quite often around where we live in the mountains here.
And how many tickets have you gotten?
None yet. My first purchase was a radar detector.
I bet.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've got 707 horsepower, which in anybody's book is supercar territory, right?
Yes.
So is it hard to keep your foot out of the throttle?
It is. It's hard, but it is so much fun to drive. Yeah, it is. It's like a supercar, but it's like a Cadillac on steroids, I guess. It's just, it is so comfortable and on road trips. And I even was able to get 20 and a half miles per gallon on the interstate to California and back.
That's incredible. I mean, it must just
wonderful.
be barely turning over, what, 2,000 RPM, just kind of...
It was running about 2,300 RPMs at 90 miles an hour.
10, put it about 10, put it 10, put it 10 to the bind, 10,000, 7,500, we give 85, 85, put it 85, put it 85, put it 85, 75, 85, 95, 95, 10, 5 here, 10, 5, go anywhere, 10, 5, put it 10, 5, put it about 10, 5, 10, 5, now 11, 5, 11, 5 here, we give $11,000. $11,000 for it. Oh, they spent a lot of money. You want to give 11 here? 11 in the front row. You want to give 11? $11,000 for it. 11. He's all done. 11,000. $11,000. We're going to 11 about 11. They want a little more money for that one. Let's leave that still available. Sell the last of these little Cadillac convertibles.
As you can tell, it was not sold. Just over 10,000 was not enough to buy this Wagoneer. I think it's really cool. Unfortunately, I've already got a 68 Bronco, so I think the Jeep Wagoneer is going to have to go to some other lucky buyer at some point.
They come back down once again, building airspeed. Gaining momentum, giving up altitude for speed. And then using that speed to climb straight up in the air. Up, and pull it back and does the inside Humpty on the way down this time.
Now I love Cobras, but the issue with any Cobra, of course, is that 99.999% of them aren't real. Superformance, Factory 5, these are all great replicas and, well, knockoffs of Cobras, but the real ones are so rare that you rarely see them. I hope you've enjoyed this weekend at Vail's Wings and Wheels. And as always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Car. And check out TFLcar.com for more news, views, and of course, real world reviews. And don't forget to check out TFL's Classic channel. You can go and check that out right now by clicking on me. And sorry if there's not a lot of planes in this story, but I know a lot about cars. I don't know so much about planes.
Well, hopefully Dan will come back in and